Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is iAllegedly, and I've got a very good one for you today because I am in Orange, California at Eisenhower Park, and I went by the feed store and got duck food and geese food, proper stuff. Yeah, same to you, bud. We're going to talk a lot about the economy today and producer price index and why this affects each and every one of us and all the main problems with that. Before I get into it, please take a second. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with everybody. And don't forget, we got an email list below. We've got a Patreon channel you can sign up for. The CPI, the Consumer Price Index, was announced yesterday, and it was horrific. Now, today they came out with the Producer Price Index. This is basically the wholesale prices of things people spent, what it cost people to buy things that make things. Let's put it that way. The problem with this is that that is up, since they've kept records in 2010, it's gone up to its highest level ever. And it's gone up 10% in the last year. Now, here's the thing I want you to think about where we're being told complete shenanigans. And that is, we're supposed to believe that inflation, look at this big bag I got, guys. And oh, by the way, guys, real feed from the feed store. We're supposed to believe that inflation is at 7%, but our suppliers and our manufacturers, they're paying 10% more, and by the way, they charge us more money based on you know, what it costs them to make things. So there's that. And we're supposed to believe that inflation's only at 7%. This channel has said for about a year now that inflation's at 16% when I did my uneducated calculations on what I'm paying for things. Everything that everybody tells me is that they're paying 25% more, 30% more, but dramatically more than they paid for anything a year ago, okay? That being said, now, we need a strategy for all this stuff. And what you need to think about right now is the strategy cannot be hope. Hope cannot be your strategy. I hope that our government fixes this. I hope that my boss gives me more money. You know, hope is not going to work. Okay? Hope is not a strategy for your life, for your business, for your career, for absolutely anything that you do. Do not have hope. Do not believe in hope is going to fix anything, because it's not going to do anything for you. So, you know, I hope I lose weight, okay? I hope I get that job. I hope I get a raise, okay? I hope our politicians fix this. Speaking of that, okay, here's the thing that I don't get is that I'm sick of the finger pointing with everybody. And this administration has been in it for a year, whether you voted for these people or not, okay? At some point, these people have to own that this is their responsibility, that we have more inflation than we've had in most of our lifetimes, that the job market is a mess, the financing is a mess, everything's a mess, but we're supposed to believe that it's all great. And again, you can be told one thing, but actually be living another. And what I'm talking about is reality. You know, do you think that that business is good right now? Okay, I know a lot of people are having difficulty. They may be selling things right now, but they can't get product. Why is it when you go by a car dealership, you know, if things are so good, financing's so good, everything is so good, they have no cars? Well, it's a chip shortage, Jan. You don't understand. It's the fact that the Taiwanese company that makes chips is not making them. We've been talking about that for literally 9 months now. There's never been any chips made. There's no cars made. There's such a demand. It's insane, guys. It's absolutely insane. So again, hope is a strategy for nothing, guys. Okay, you can hope for things all day long. You can hope for, you know, for health. You can hope for fitness. You can hope that you learn something. You know, over the summer, I went and traveled and did, you know, security training, okay? And to get better at that, I've taken additional lessons and additional training because you just can't do it. It's one of those things that you have to practice at to be better at it, to be proficient at something. Go hit a golf ball 300 yards. Go putt, 40 feet like Tiger Woods does and hit it every time. Go do that. You can't. You've got to practice at this stuff. And the only way to be proficient at anything, in business, in health, in fitness, in anything, is to practice at it. It's that simple. And the problem with this is that people don't get that. People just hope that this is going to get fixed, guys. This is not going to get fixed. I heard a radio talk show host today. I had to turn him off because he was getting me so upset, talking about how inflation's not that bad. I remember when I was a kid and, my dad had to wait in line to get gas on odd and even days, and that was a really bad time. Guys, with our technology and with the advancements that we have over the 1970s, because I lived through that stuff, and my dad was a great salesman who got himself out of that every time, and I could tell you stories all day long about the odd and even days that didn't affect my family, okay? And again, this is much worse than it was back then. And I'm sick of people like Vivek Sankaran, who's Vivek Sankaran? Vivek Sankaran is the CEO of Albertsons, okay? Vivek sat there and he was talking about the problem with empty shelves right now is that it is all worker-based. It's not a supply chain issue. Who believes that, okay? And again, I gotta be honest with you, you truck drivers, you dock workers, you store workers, when do you get upset? When do you say, hey, hang on a second, this isn't us, okay? This is on them. We don't have the product to put in the shelves. And they're blaming you lazy workers that don't want to work and work shortages. Now, I saw another article today that was fantastic about all the PPP loans that people were given in the last year to go out and hire people and how they set up fake interviews and set up jobs that never existed. So if that's the case, if large companies have talked about hiring problems and not being able to get workers for jobs that didn't exist, lawsuit festival, baby. So we'll put that one on hold for the future, okay? But share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys. Again, in anything that you want to do, okay? Whether it's fitness, whether it's your business, go connect with other people. Do not just have a hold and hope strategy, okay? With the stock market, I hope my stocks go up. If you don't get educated on your stocks and what you're purchasing, that's on you, 100% on you. So it's starting to rain out here right now, which is kind of nice. So, and again, this is frustrating and maddening because I have seen a lot of companies raise a tremendous amount of money in my business career. And when I had the medical conferences and the startup conferences, I could always tell the companies that were going to do well, not because they had the better technology. I have seen individuals create things that were so amazing, they were so brilliant, but they could not put it, pen to paper and put a deck together and present the product well. They were science nerds. They were brilliant, but they had no business running the company or selling anything. And again, some of those people took that advice and, I should get somebody to pitch for me. I should get a marketing staff. I should do that. And they ended up doing well. But you have people that some of them just don't get it and don't think that they need any help. And a lot of people live their life that way. You will not lose weight by hope. You will not meet the woman of your dreams by hoping that she shows up. You will not get the best job by hoping it happens. It will not have to happen. The world is set up for you to go out and work and do anything. But this world is a mess right now. And these prices are a mess. And for politicians to tell us that, this is going to curtail and it's going to get better, and don't worry, the inflation, it's going to go away soon. How? What plan have you seen where you believe that inflation's going to go away? Okay? Time, magic trick, illusions, the gravitational pull of Venus. I mean, I have people that write me about astrology and things like that, telling me that things are going to be better based on this calendar date when the moon hits here, and I'm not even going to pretend that I know anything about this, but okay, we'll see. And again, I'm curious. I mark things on my calendar and see if these women are right, okay? But share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys, because I think that we are in for a long ride, but you are the master of your own destiny, and you can do anything in this world, and the world is, set up for you to go out and and be as successful as you want to be, whether it's monetarily, health, fitness, whatever. Okay, you can do absolutely anything. Now, again, I shop at Albertsons. Vivek Sankaran is an idiot, and he's the CEO of Albertsons. And I went by a Walmart last night, and I took some video last night and want to show this to you. But I also interviewed the some of the employees too. But take a look at this. Now, walking through Walmart, there's a ton of empty shelves. Absolutely surprising. One thing that I was told through a lot of different grocery suppliers is that there's a shortage of Diet Coke. I don't drink Diet Coke anymore, but by the looks of Walmart, there is no Diet Coke right now, guys. It's kind of interesting, guys, when you think about this. So, you know, just odd. Look at this. I mean, you got cans, but you don't have any bottles of Diet Coke. Just blank spots. Really odd. It's crazy. Complete empty shelves. No eggs. The yogurt's completely decimated. Here's the thing, the crackers, cookies, just complete bare spots, guys. The meat is kind of barren. Got a lot of missing stuff. Right now, look at the chicken. It's just frozen junk. It's really off. So, you know, it's just a smattering of things, guys. It's not that they're out. It's toilet paper and things like that. You got some bare spots. You know, then you got stuff just missing, you know. No explanation. Oh, we'll get to it, sir. Don't worry. Then you get to barren spots like this again. And I don't know what it is with paper plates and stuff like that right now. But this kind of stuff is missing. Okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I want to know what you think. You know, is this the beginning of a problem right now? You know, I want you to let me know what you think. Now, here's one thing that they're doing quite a bit of, and that is they'll move the soups to the front. And if you look, no soup, guys. So, you know, they'll spread things. Is this a problem? Okay, is this just lazy workers? That's what they're trying to say. That's what Albertson said the other day. They didn't say that it was supply chain issues. It was just that they can't get people to stock the shelves at Albertsons. Now I'm at Walmart, so completely different. Bread's looking pretty normal, you know. A few empty patches here and there, but nothing too earth-shattering. Now, if you can't get French fries and things like this, is this a concern? The fish sticks and the chicken and things like that. Now, again, there's merchandise here, but it's definitely lighter than normal, guys, to say the least. Okay? You can see the barren spots, and they're taking, you know, and doubling up certain things so it looks like there's stuff there, but there's clearly not. Here's some free advice. This is disturbing now at this point, that you've got all this empty store space, you know, shelves that are just barren throughout the store, okay? Now, I would stock up, okay? There's a ton of employees working in this place right now. Albertson said it's not a supply chain issue, it's that they can't get employees to stock the shelves. So where's the merchandise, guys? Stock the shelves. I mean, this is crazy. Absolutely nuts. But just a smattering of things missing, okay? And again, no store would leave things like this in this condition. So I would stock up right now, guys. I would get what I could get, because this is not a good sign, okay, to say the least. Now again, I interviewed a bunch of employees that worked there, and there were plenty of people there to stock shelves and things like that. They didn't have the merchandise there. So again, you know, store CEOs to blame the work shortage is nonsense. It's absolutely unfair and it's ridiculous. And again, don't take this, okay? You guys have unions, you guys have different groups that you're part of. You know, open your mouth and say something. Don't be the fall guy on stuff like this, because it's ridiculous. Stand up for yourself. Now, the next thing, this is sickening, okay? The world is off economically, but the S&P 500 companies, 500 companies, their profits grew in the fourth quarter, 22%. 22% in the fourth quarter. And here's the other thing. Profits were up 50% for the year. So again, working different. These companies are not having trouble making money right now. You have to look at this. And again, look at it for your own life. I have an engineer friend who I really enjoy, very smart guy. He's with a startup. I think I've mentioned this in the past. They have basically, let me describe this product to you. It's basically a Band-Aid that you put on you and it reads your alcohol level in your body based on your sweat. Fascinating, okay? This cat lived around the world, lived in China, lived here. He's an engineer, but a very interesting guy. And we were gonna have lunch, we couldn't have lunch. But he was like, you know, Dan, I have a job now and I'm working remotely and I'm getting paid Silicon Valley money by working remotely from my house and from these different destinations. Oh, really? Traveling with an Airbnb, living in Airbnbs, getting paid all that money, working remotely. And again, a single guy doing what he wants to do. Oh, I've spent some time in Washington State. I'm gonna travel to Arizona, to New Mexico. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there. Working remotely the entire time, okay? And again, like you said, getting Silicon Valley money, okay? So again, you know, is he hoping for a better gig? No, he found the better gig. They cannot work on the project, the alcohol Band-Aid thing. They can't work on that right now. They need investors, they need more testing, they need more people in a lab right now, which they're having difficulty getting done right now. So, that being said, okay? But again, not hoping for a better gig, not starving, not moving back in with his parents, going out on his own and doing his own gig. So, again, guys, next thing, the IRS. It is just announced that the IRS took in its biggest tax haul in the fourth quarter of 2021 ever, over $1 trillion. Dun, 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 okay? Crazy, guys, absolutely crazy. Plus, the IRS right now, they just announced certain filing things, and there is a date. Do you know what's funny? Is you know you just can't send your tax return in right now. It will not be processed. The first day to send your tax return in is January 27th. I didn't know that. I learned that. So you can't send your tax return in until January 27th of 2022 to file for 2021. The other thing is they anticipate that it will take, here's two things. Here's two conflicting stories which are fascinating. And that is, number one, if you anticipate a refund and you give the IRS your automated bank information, it should take 3 weeks to get your refund. Okay, that's fascinating. But then on the other hand, in the next story, it says, please expect massive delays in filing and getting your tax refund. It is anticipated that there are millions of tax refunds from 2020. Now remember, we're filing for last year, 2021. From 2020, they're still not processed yet. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I really want to know what you think. And one other thing is that the food, the Beyond Meat thing, that was a hit, and I appreciate all your stuff and all the comments and all the emails and everything about that. But I took a field trip today, and because I couldn't meet my friend, take a look at this. Field trip. I had a lunch meeting today that got canceled, and I was in the area, and I'm thinking, what am I going to eat over here? And then I thought, ooh, In-N-Out. So, guys, for those of you that are out of state, this is an In-N-Out hamburger. This is a double-double. And by the way, that's that's meat, baby. It's 2 patties, They have grilled onions here that you can get, and I get extra grilled onions, and that is what they call animal fries without the spread. So it's fries, cheese, and grilled onions. Oh, Dan, you know how bad that is for you? It's terrible. You're looking so fat. Okay. Anyways, that is delicious. That is a delicious looking burger. And again, guys, in and out, double, okay? And I'm going to eat it. I don't know if I can do this with 2 hands. Anyways, I'm going to eat this thing now. Oh my God. Whenever I order a burger lately, I ask for extra lettuce because they've been skimping on the lettuce and the tomatoes and all that good stuff. Oh my God. I would love to have a food and travel vlog, but anyways, let's get back into it. This was $1 more than the fake chicken meal, $1 more. Look at the massive drink I got too. Plus I got real meat. Oh my God, it was delicious. It was fantastic. That was absolutely delicious. I know that there are people that don't eat meat or people that are saying, oh my gosh, Dan, it's so unhealthy for you. It was fantastic. It was just beautiful, okay? But one thing I love about this channel is every now and then I get tossed a softball that I just smack out of the park, and the timing could not be better because Beyond Meat, they're the makers of the butt nuggets that I had the other day at KFC, the lovely KFC fake nuggets, Beyond Nuggets. It has just been announced that they are one of the largest shorted companies on the stock exchange right now. And it's beautiful. I mean, they have a position that's almost 21 million shares of shorted stock. And again, it would take for the shorts to cover 8.9 days. You cannot make this up. And again, I heard it's based on some review that some guy from Orange County, California did on their Beyond Nuggets. Oh my God, guys. There's not much flavor. Gross, guys. I mean, I'm gonna call these butt nuggets from now on. And I don't know if that's true, but again, how anybody can eat that stuff and call it real meat. And you know, I always think of this one picture that pops up about Beyond Meats, and doesn't that look appetizing? Ladies, your opinion? Okay, exactly. So, vegan products have been around forever. Some of them taste good. There's certain breakfast sausages that taste good. But man, I'm telling you, this stuff was not good and it was horrific. So there's that. I always appreciate when subscribers write me and give me really detailed information. Melanie, who works at a pharmacy, I'm not going to say that she's the pharmacist or not or where or anything like that, but she sent me some really detailed information. And this goes to getting yourself ready. You need to prepare for what's going down, guys, because all these empty store shelves should be the warning sign for you that things are in bad shape, okay? And again, as an older fat guy, okay, I've got to take certain medications every now and then, and I make sure that I have them. Now, Melanie is telling me stories about how they can't get drugs for people right now. And again, guys, these empty store shelves should be a warning sign for you. This is something that, you know, this is happening to us in a very subtle manner right now. And you need to get yourself prepared for this. And if there is a medicine that you take, okay, on a regular basis, you should make sure that you have months of it right now. Oh, my doctor will never allow that. And again, I know someone with cancer who has to literally count the pills and then 2 days before has to get the new ones. And again, it's an absolute nightmare, but do everything you can to stock up and make sure you can get it, because the story that she told me from Central Northern California is absolutely horrific. There's going to be a shortage of all this stuff. And just like the bare shelves that she has in the drugstore, and the stories that she's being told of, oh, it'll be here next week, it'll be here the week after, this is your warning sign. You know, let's hope they fix it. No, they're not going to fix it. Have an ounce of responsibility towards your own health, your own well-being, peace of mind, and sleeping at night. And again, wealth. Wealth is not just a stack of cash. Wealth is peace of mind of knowing that you've got your pharmaceuticals for 3 or 4 months, and you don't have to think about that. Okay? Wouldn't that be wealthy to not have to worry about that and deal with that headache? Insulin. Okay? People that have diabetic problems, she's telling me, oh, it's 2-3 days. You know how many people do this where they wait to the very end? Oh gosh, I'm gonna run out on Tuesday. I'll show up at the pharmacy Tuesday morning. And guess what, guys? You're not getting it now. So you've got to make arrangements for this stuff. This is the shape of things to come. And this is being done right before our eyes. And again, you need to take control of your own life and your own future and your own destiny from every aspect of it. And again, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to have a month's supply in the pharmacy, in the medicine cabinet. Okay? Who cares? Okay? No, that wacky guy on YouTube, he was nuts. Or there's going to be a point in time when you're not going to be able to get it, because what I do is I go refill it on a regular basis, and then, oh, hey, it's going to be 4 days. I don't even care, because I get to dip into the other supply, and you should be the same way. So think about this, because again, Melanie's detail, her everything she told me, from the pharmaceutical suppliers, from everything that she's dealing with, from the drugstore level and the empty shelves. It has nothing to do with labor. You think Melanie's lazy? Melanie's not stocking the shelves because she's too busy? No, there's nothing to put on the shelves, guys. Okay? That's what the truth is. Now the next thing is Tesla. You know, I give this guy a hard time all the time because, again, you guys think that this guy, if he was here, he'd be walking on water. And it's crazy. And again, the Cybertruck. Think about this right now. This guy took in hundreds of millions of dollars in deposits for that Cybertruck. Promised production by 2021, and it didn't happen. Okay? Where's the outrage? Well, it'll happen in 2022. Okay? Now here's the thing. The Tesla website has eliminated the Cybertruck from a production date right now. It's not even on the website right now. So for those of you that wrote the check, you should be asking, where's my truck? Okay? Or where's my money back? Okay? So outrageous, guys. But be the master of your own destiny, guys. Fix what is wrong. Fix this and look at this stuff. Because again, you know, this place could get wiped out with an earthquake. Okay? And that's the one thing that the people here in California have had to deal with. Those people that live on the beach out there, and you know, we talk about that. What would that be like living on the beach if they had that massive earthquake? Well, you face the tsunami warnings. You face that house that's on stilts is going to fall into the water. And yeah, that's what you deal with by living that close to the water. That's your gig. But they're prepared for that, or they're stupid. It's one of those two things. So take the time to fix your life. Don't just hope that this administration is going to fix it. Don't just hope that our local politicians are going to do anything, because they're not. It's over with, guys. Inflation is here to stay, and it's only going to get worse. And you're a fool if you think it's only at 7%. The producer price index is at 10% right now. We're supposed to believe that regular prices are only up 7%. It's great. I have people that write me and tell me that they think inflation is at 26%, 27%, and depending on who you listen to, you can, you know, accept or reject those numbers. So share your thoughts and all this stuff, but, you know, take the advice of someone like Melanie, who wrote these two very detailed letters about people with chronic ailments that cannot get drugs right now. And if you or a family member or somebody you know, stock up on it. A little extra, a week's extra. Don't dip into it unless you have to, but understand this could be a real problem. What if there's something like insulin and you couldn't get it for 2 weeks? What would you do? Okay? I know the answer to that. It's horrible. But what would you do? You need to prepare for this right now. And supplies in the house and things like that. Share your thoughts and all this stuff. I'm not trying to be a doom and gloomer like some of the sweet girls write me and tell me. Okay? So share your thoughts and all this stuff. Guys, I'm going to finish this video with these last couple stories. And first things first, we were talking about Tesla. I forgot to add this one into it. There's a kid who's basically a teenager who said that he hacked into dozens of Teslas and can control unlocking the doors, starting the cars, rolling up and down the windows, all remotely, and he hacked into that. Well, okay, from the medical space, one individual that I met was a guy who was working on the cybersecurity for medical devices. And you could say, really, is that a thing? Yeah. Imagine if you had a relative that had a pacemaker and somebody could do a Dr. Evil type thing from remotely and could control the pacemaker, or his insulin pump for that matter, okay? Or little Johnny has his breathalyzer and you could double the dose and take him out, okay? Well, what's gonna prevent one of these hackers from making the car go 125 miles an hour in a school zone? Seriously, okay? I think it's a huge problem. And again, Tesla pays a reward for people that come up with stuff like this. Now, the final thing is remote work. Remote work is going to be huge. Now, there's a couple different types of remote work. You can work from home, but there is an island in England that they are looking for a caretaker to run the island and their 300-year-old pub. The island was founded in the 1300s, and the pub was founded 300 years ago, and you can be named a king of the island, okay, and run the pub. Stories below. How cool would that be? King or queen. So, ladies, they're not going to discriminate. If you want to run a pub out of Northern Ireland, England, wherever this is at, anyways, check it out. But I always thought it would be very cool to have my own city and the police force and all that stuff. I just think that would be the most ultimate cool thing ever. So please, you know, guys, take control of your own life, people. You're happy about something, let people know you're happy. You're unhappy, you want to question them, nothing wrong with that. Make sure you have detailed information before you call somebody and say, hey, I'm not happy with this. And take control of your own life, guys. Onward and upward. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, share your thoughts. I will see you guys very soon.